Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle, excuse me, is called Joseki by Michael Lefkowitz, and here are the rules. We have excuse me, I have a frog in my throat here. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box. We have crop key stones here, where digits on either side of a white stone in the same row or column differ by exactly n, where n is the digit on the stone. And digits on either side of a black stone in the same row or column have a 1 to n ratio, where n is the digit on the stone. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, the difference between these digits would have to be 3, and the difference between these digits would also have to be 3. So you could have something like 4, 1 here, and 9 and 6 here, because the difference between 9 and 6 is 3, and the difference between 4 and 1 is 3. For the black stone, say this was a 2. If this was 2, this could be 1 and 4, and 3 and 6, and that would satisfy this crop key stone, because actually that doesn't work. It has to be 4 and 8. If 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 8, and 3 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 6, so that's why that would work. 1 does not work, because 1 to 4 is in a 1 to 4 ratio, and that would not satisfy that crop key stone. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. The black stones cannot be 1, because if it's a 1-to-1 ratio, the two digits in the same row would have to be the same digit. So that's not possible. Could be 2, could be 3, or it could be 4. So so in the black stones, you have to have 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4. If you had 4, the only 1 to 4 ratio you would have between two digits without a 4, obviously because it can't contain the 4, would be 2 and 8. But then these would have to be 2 and 8, and these would have to be a pair of 2 and 8. So this can never be 4 if that's the case. Same with this. If this were 4, the problem is you would have to have 2 and 8 here, and then 2 and 8 here, which is not allowed. So this can't be 4 either. This could be 4 if this is 2 and 8. If this is 2, this would have to be a 4-8 pair and a 3-6 pair here. Actually, 3 doesn't work for any of the Kropke stones that has 4 digits around, or 4 digits surrounding it, right? If you had 3 here, the only sets of digits which are in a 1 to 3 ratio, you can't have 1, 3 anymore because the 3 is removed from either row or column. So it would only be 2, 6. 3 and 9 would be removed also because you can't have 3 in a 1 to 3 ratio in the row or the column. So this does have to be 2. So this is 2, which means this can't be 2. This must be 3, 4, 6, and 8 as possibilities to be in a 1 to 2 ratio, right? Because you remove the 2 available, so it can't be 1, 2, and 2, 4. The only other possibilities now are 3, 6, and 4, and 8. Well, one of these digits is going to be 3 or 4, which eliminate, and this is 3 or 4. So since one of these digits is 3 or 4, and that's 3 or 4, this can't be 3 or 4. This is 6 or 8, which forces this not to be 6 or 8. This is the 3 or 4 with it. Okay. We know the rest. We have a 3, 4, 6, 8 quadruplet in column 3, which eliminates 3, 4, 6, 8 in the rest of the column. So they must be 1, 5, 7, 9 here. 1, 5, 7, 9. This can never have a difference of 9 between two digits. 7. Can 7 actually work? Possibly. This is 3 or 4 here. If it's 4, this has to be 2, and that's 8. If it's 3, this has to be 2, and that's 6. So this has to be a 2 here, no matter what, right? If you have 3 and a 1 to 2, you have a 1 to 3 ratio, it's without a 3, it's 2 and 6. If you have 1 to 4 ratio without a 4, it's 2 and 8. Either way, this has to be 2. In column 4, we have a 3, 4, 6, 8 quadruplet, and one of these has to be 3 or 4, or it's 3, 4 with 6 and 8. So one of these has to be 6 or 8, therefore this can't be 6 or 8, therefore this is 3 or 4, so this has to be with it as 6 and 8 here. Now, what are the possible digits here? You could have 1 here, and a difference of 1 would be 3 here. If this is 3, this is 2, and this is 5. If this is 4, this is 2 and 6. If this is 5 here, this is 2 and 7. If this is 6 here, this is 2 and 8. And this could be 7 here and 2 and 9. So those are the possibilities for this difference here. The rest of column 4 has to be 1, 5, 7, 9. Okay. One of these digits is 3 and 4, and this digit is 3 and 4. So the rest of this box cannot contain 3 or 4, and it can't contain 2. So the rest of the box is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, 9 cannot be the difference between two unique digits. 8 could work if they're both 1 and 9, and that's possible. This is 6 or 8, and one of these. Okay, so if this is 6, oh, that's interesting. These two must be in a 1 to 2 ratio with each other. So, I don't know, let's mark them as blue. These two must be in a 1 to 2 ratio with each other. And it has to be different than this one. So this must match, these must match, these therefore must match. These must match, obviously, to be in 1 to 2 ratio, and these must match. So these are the reds. Since these are reds, this is blue. That forces this to be blue. Which makes sense, actually. These are in 1 to 2 ratio with each other. Because this is 2, right? 2 times whatever that digit is equal to that digit. So that's always going to work that way. I think you're guaranteed a 2 in one of these two spots, right? If you have a 3 to 1 ratio, it's always going to be 2 and 6. If you have a 4 to 1 ratio, it's always going to be... Oh, that's interesting. It's going to be 2 and 8. So one of these is 2. So if this is 3, this is 2 and 6. If this is 4, this is 2 and 8. But if this is 2, obviously this could be 3, 4, 6, or 8. But it would be the red one. Right? because it could not be blue because both of the blues are here. Interesting. This cannot have a difference of 2 because if we already have a 2 in the column. So if this is 6 or 8, this is guaranteed to have a difference of 2. So that can't be 6 or 8. This is guaranteed to be 3 or 4. 4 would be this is 6 or 8. If this is 4, this is 8 here, which forces that to be 6, and that would be a difference of 2. So this cannot be 4. Therefore, the red has to be 3 and 6. That forces this to be 8 and 4. So this cannot be 4 and 8 here. This can't be 4 and 8. This is a 3-6 pair. This has to be 4 then. So this is 4. That makes this 8, which forces this to be 4, which forces that to be 8. Therefore, there's a difference of 5 here between the 3 and the 8. So this is 5. This can never be 4 because that would force this to be 2 and 8 here. So this can't be 4. This has to be a 2, 3, 6 triplet. And it can't be 3 here. Right? Because if this is 2, this has to be 3 or 6 with this digit here. So this could be 6, 3, and 2. This could be 3, 2, and 6, and those are the only possibilities. So 3 has to be one of these two. This 5 eliminates 5 here. If this is 3 and this is 5, that's 8, so this can't be 3. Therefore, this is 6, which makes this 3. This 6 makes this a difference of 5 here, so this is 1. This cannot be 1. You can't have, that means this can't be 3 here. This can't be 4, so that means this can't be 6 here. This can't be 8 here, which means this can't be 6 here. So those are the possibilities here. This 5 eliminates 5 in the rest of the column. This 1 eliminates 1 in the rest of the box. This can't be 8, and there can't be a 6 in the rest of that box because we already have a 6 here. We know there's a guaranteed 1 here. There has to be where is the 8 in column 1? It has to be one of these because it can't be here because of the 8 in the box. Can't be here because of the 8 in the box. We know we have a guaranteed 1 here because 1 can't be here because of the 1 guaranteed in one of these two cells and the 1 in this box. So this 1 eliminates 1 here. Okay. So both the 1 and the 5 have to be here. If this were 8, it could only be next to 1 or 9 here because it needs a 1 or 9 to be have the difference. So this can never be 8. If this is 7, this would guarantee that the 1... Well, if this is 7, that would guarantee 1 and 5 are both here, but 5 is not going to be 7 away from another digit, so this can't be 7. Therefore, this is 1 or 5 here. This is 3 or 6. That's going to be in some ratio, some difference with this digit. We have 1 here possibly, which means this 3, which means this can't be 3. So that would mean this would have to be 6 and this would be 5 or 7. That does work. If this is 3, obviously this can't be 3 here. Actually can't be 3, period. The 3 in the box has to be one of these two digits. So if we have 1 here, this is 6, that's 5 or 7, because it can't be 3, because it needs to be have a difference of 1 with only 2 and 4, and we already have the 2 and 4 in the row. 3 can't be here. If we have a difference of 5, this would have to be, it cannot be 3 and 8, so it would have to be 6 and 1 here. If we have a difference of 6, this would be 3 and 9. That's possible. If we have a difference of 7, it's not possible. 7 or difference of 7 or greater, 3 and 6 is never going to have that opportunity. So say this was 6. That would mean this is 3 and 9. This would have to be 2. So then this would have to be 1 and 7 that way. That is possible. 4 is going to have a difference here. It could be 1, and then this would be 3 or 5, and that works. If it's a difference of 3, this could be 1 and 7. The difference of 5, right, the difference of 5, this has to be 9, and those are the only possibilities. Okay. The rest of row 1 has to be 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 9. Obviously, 9 cannot be the difference between these two digits. Neither can 7. So 9 can never be in the white circles, period. If there's a 7 here, the difference would have to be either 1, 8 or 2, 9, but we already have the 8 and the 2 accounted for, so neither of these could be 7. This cannot be 3 or 6 because of the 2, 3, 6 quadruplet in the column. Okay. Where's the 4 in column 6? Can't be here because of the 4 in the box. Can't be here because of the 4 in the box, so it must be one of these two. Okay. Okay, the difference for these digits, for this digit with these digits, if this is 3, this can never be 1 or 7. Because 3 difference away from 1 can only be 4, and we don't have a 4 in the box. If it's 3 difference away from 7, it's again has to be 4, and that can't be 4. So if this is 3, this has to be 9 here, which forces this to be 6, so that's possible. What about a difference of 5? If it's a difference of 5, again, cannot be 9, because 9 would be a difference of 5 with only 4, and we already have a 4 in the box. 7 doesn't work because 7 has a difference of 5 with 2, so this would have to be 1 and 6. So either way, that's 6 if this is 5. If this is 7, so this can never be 7, because if this is a difference of 3, it has to be 9 and 6. If this is a difference of 5, it has to be 1 and 6. Either way, this can't be 7. So if it's a difference of 7, it would have to be 1 and 8. 9 and 2 doesn't work because of the 2 in the box already. So this would be 1 and 8. Interesting. That seems fine. If this is a difference of 7 here, though, that would force this to be a 9, And this would be 1, but then this cell would not have a possibility, because this would be 7, that would be 9, and that would be 1. So this cannot be a cell of 7, so that means this can't be 9. Therefore, this is difference of 3 or 5. If it's a difference of 3, this is 9 and 6. If it's a difference of 5, it's 1 and 6. Because you can't have a difference of 7 with 3, because that forces this to be 4. And 1 and 3, that's difference, that would force that to be 4. And then the same thing with 9 and 5, that would be 4. So either way, then this is a 6, which forces this to be 8. So 6 cannot be here. We know this is 8. That guarantees 8 has to be one of these 3 in row 2. So this is either 3 here, and that's 5, or this is 5, and that's 7. So one of these is a 5, which means this cannot be 5 here, and it can't be 1 because of the 1, 5 guaranteed to be one of these two cells in that box. That means where's the 5 in column 1? Can't be here because of the 5 in the box. Can't be here because of the 5 in the box, so it has to be one of these 3. Okay. The rest of row 5 has to be 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 1 and 5 cannot be here because of the 1, 5 in the box. This can't be 6 because of the 6 in the column. Okay. Huh. The 2 in box 4 has to be one of these two cells. Because it can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. The rest of column 9 is 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 4 because of the 4 in the row. This can't be 8 because of the 8 in the row. That seems fine. Rest of row 6 has to be 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. But this can't be 3 because we know we have a guaranteed 3 in that box. This can't be 8 because of the 8 in that box. Excuse me. Can this ever be 2? Yeah, maybe. This is essentially just bifurcation. But I don't know really if there's any other way we can go about it, right? That's fine for me. I don't care. Some people do care about, oh, you bifurcated. Well, you know, it happens. Anyways, Where is the 6 in box 8? Can't be here. Can't be here because of the 6 in the row in the column. Can't be here because that doesn't work for the white Kropke pair. So this has to be a 6 here. Ah, that's probably where we got it. So this 6 here guarantees this can't be 6. So this must be 2, which makes this 3, which makes that 6. So this is a 1 to 3 ratio. Therefore, this 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. The 6 eliminates 6 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 6. If this is a difference of 1, it's with 5 or 7. If it's a difference of 5, it has to be 1 here. So that means 1 was guaranteed to be one of these digits here, right? This is a difference of 1. With 6, that means that 5 or 7. Or this is 6 and 5, which makes that a 1 here. So that eliminates 1 in the rest of the row and the rest of the column. Or sorry, rest of the box. What else do we have? 1 is one of these digits. So if this is 1, this would have to be 5, and that would be 6, which is not allowed. So 1 cannot be this digit here. Therefore, that forces this to be 1. So the difference between these have to be 1. The 5 can be with the 5. So the 9 can be with 1 and 8, but that means this can't be 8 because of 8 in the box. So that doesn't work. 5 and 7 can be 4, 6, and 8, but it cannot be 8 specifically because of the 8 in the box. 5, 7, 8 can be with 7 or 9. That works. 5, 7, and 9 can be with 4, 6, or 8, but it can't be 6 because of the 6 in that box. Therefore, we have a 1, 5, 7 triplet in row 5, which eliminates 1, 5, and 7 in the rest of the row. This becomes a 3, 9 pair, which eliminates 3, 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 9. This can't be 9. That forces this to be 7, which means this can't be 7 here. And you can't have 7 in the rest of the row. Therefore, this is 2 or 4 here. The rest of this box is 2, 4, or 6. Because we have a 3, 9 pair. This can't be 6 because of a 6 in the column. This becomes a 2, 4 pair, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the box. So this can, and the column. So this can't be 2 or 4, therefore this is 6. This can't be 2 or 4. We have only 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 as possibilities, and 3 can't be here because of the 3 in the box. That leaves this. So we know 1 and 5 are both here. That leaves this being 4, 7, or 9 here as the remaining digits in column 2. And 4 is guaranteed to be one of these two because this is a 2, 4 pair. This is 1 here, which eliminates 1 here and 1 here in the rest of the column. What else do we do? 2 can't be here. Where is the 2 in box 8? It must be one of those 2 digits there. This is 1 or 5. If it's 5, that means this is 1. Then you could have what? Okay, what digits are here? This is specifically 2, 4, 5, 8, and 9 as possibilities. Okay. This can this ever be 2? If this is 2 and this is 1, that can't be 3, so that doesn't work. If this is 2 and this is 5, this can't be 7, so this can never be 2 here. If this is 2, that works, right? 2, 5, and 7 is guaranteed there. You can't, 9, Can this ever be 4? Yeah, this could be 4 if this is 5 and that's 9. So that does work there. You could have 8 and 9 next to each other if this is 1. Both 2 and 6 cannot be around this cell because then that would force this to have a 4 and this white crop keystone, which is not allowed. Either 2 or 6 could be here, though. Right. Just like this could, so if this is 2, this could be 7, and that's 5. That works. If this is 4, it could be with 9 and 5, and that would work. If this is 4, it could be with 1 and 5, or 5 and 9, and that would work. And 8 and 9 works with 1, with each other. So that's possible too. Excuse me. Oh, this 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of column 3. That makes this a 1-9 pair, which eliminates 1 and 9 in the rest of box 1. So this is 3 or 7. This is 3, 5, or 7. Okay, what does that tell us? I'm not really sure. The difference between these two. So can this ever be 1? Yes, if this is 5 and that's 6. But then, okay. So can this... If this is 1... the only way that works here is if this is 5 and this is 6. Right? There must be a difference of 5 between there and 1 and 6. Because 1 cannot add up to 3 with obviously itself to add up to 2. 1 can't add up with 3 with 4 because of the 4 in the row. 1 can't add up to 6 because this can't be 6 of a difference. Because it can't be 7. So 1 would have to have a 5 here, and that would force this to be 6. But then 6 and 5 don't have a difference. There's no difference between digits between 6 between 5 and another digit, right? 5 would minus 6 is negative 1. 5 plus 6 is 11. So this can never be 1. What digits can be here? Can you have a 5? Yes. You could have 5 with 1 and then 6 here. And then you have 7 there. Right, so difference between 1 and 7 is 6, and difference between 5 and 6 is 1, so that's possible. Actually, can this ever be 6 here? I guess so, yeah. Can you ever not have a 1 here? That would mean this is 1. What are the differences between digits here? 3. 1 has a difference of 2 with 3. So they can't be next to each other. Or they can't be surrounded by a crop key thing. Difference of 4 with 5. A difference of 5 with 6. A difference of 6 with 7. And a difference of 8 with 9. So 1 could be have a difference of 5 with 6 and a difference of 6 with 7. So those are the possibilities for 1. 3 has difference of 2 with 1, so that doesn't work. A difference of 2 with 5, that doesn't work. Difference of 3 with 6, but that doesn't work because it already is 3. A difference of 4 with 7, which doesn't work. A difference of 6 with 9, so that does work. So in this situation, we have 1 can be... You have 1, which could have a... I don't know where to put this. 1 has a difference of 5 or 6. 3 has a difference of 6. 5 can have a difference of 1 with... So 5 has a difference of 4 with 1, so that doesn't work. 5 has a difference of 2 with 3. That doesn't work. 5 has a difference of 1 with 6. That does work. 5 has a difference of 2 with 7 and 4 with 9. So 5 has a difference of 1. 6 also has a difference of 1. Actually, it's multiple. Okay, so 5 can be a difference of 1. 6 can be a difference of, with 5 of, sorry, with 1 of 5. 6 could have a difference of 3 with 3, but that doesn't work. 6 can have a difference of 1 with 5 or 7, and can have a difference of 3 with 9. Okay. 7 can have a difference of 1 with 7 can be 7 can have a difference of 1 or 6. So 7 can have a difference of 6 with 1, a difference of 4 with 3, which doesn't work then. Difference of 2 with 5, and a difference of 2 with 9, and then 1 with 6. Okay. 9 has a difference of 8 with 1, 6 with 3. So 9 would have a difference of 6. 4 with 5, 3 with 6. So it could also have a difference of 3. And then 9 would have a difference of 2 with 7, which doesn't work. Okay, so those are the possibilities here. So 1 doesn't work. We know we can't have 3 here. 5 only has a difference of 1 here, and that works. 1, 6, 7. 6 can't be here because of the 6 in the column. So 7 has a difference of 1 or 6 here. But that doesn't work. If this is 7, that's 6. This has to be 1 here. 6, oh, I guess that could work there. That would force this to be 5. So that's the way that... Okay, so these possibilities... Okay, so if this is 5, 5 has to be with 1 here. This is 6. And this would have to be 7. Right? So if this is 5, this is 1. That's the only difference that you can have next to a 5. And this is 6, this is 7. That works. If you have 7 here, if this is 6, this is 1, this could be 5. That could work. If this is 1, this is guaranteed to be 6. Actually, that does also work. So you could have 1 and 6, either in places, and this would then be 5. So those are the possibilities for that. If you have 9, you have to have 3 and 6 both be here. But the difference between 3 and 6 would be 3, so that's not allowed. So this is guaranteed to be 5, 7, 5, 7, 1, 6 as a quadruplet. That eliminates 5, 7 in the rest of the column row, and 1, 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 5 or 7, this is 3. This can't be 3, 1, 5, or 7, or 6, so this has to be 9. So those are the possibilities for those cells. That eliminates 1 and 6 in the rest of this box. We also have a 5, 7, 5, 7 pair in column 6, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 7, this can't be 5 or 7. This can't be 1 because of the 1, 6 pair in the box. Where is the 1 then? It has, in column 9, it has to be one of these digits here. Okay. To get to 3 or 9 here, this would be a difference of 1 and 5. So this is 1 or 5 here. This 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. That means in box 5, where's the 9? It has to be here. It can't be here, and it can't be any of these anymore. That 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 3, which makes this a difference of 1, so that's 1 here, which eliminates 1 here. So where's the 1 in column 4? It has to be one of those two digits. This is a difference of 1 here. So one of these two must be even. If this is 2, it cannot be next to either 1 or 3, so this can't be 2. Where is the 2 in this box? Then it has to be here. 6 does work with 5 or 7, so that's fine there. In fact, this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 now as the rest of the digits. And 9 cannot be either of these or this. So 9 is 1. This can't be 9 because of the 9 in the box. We have a 1, 5, 7 triplet in box 2, which eliminates 1, 5, and 7 in the rest of the box. Also, this 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5, which forces this to be 7. The difference of 5 between 4, 6, and it has to be 1 here, which forces this to be 9. This can't be 1 or 5, so this is 7. That means this has to be a 1 here. So this can't be 7 here in the rest of this column. This can't have a 5 because of the 5 in the 5, 9 pair in the box. So this is 6, 7, 8. We have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair in column 5, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the column. So this is 6. That's consecutive, or a difference of 1 with only 7. So this is 7, this is 8, this is 5, that's 7. This can't be 6 or 7, so it's 8. This 7 eliminates 7 here. So this is a 1, 5 pair here. That eliminates 5 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 5. This can't be 8 or 9. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this must be 5, which forces this to be a 7. And that works either way this way. So 7 cannot be in the rest of column 9. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row. So where is the 1 in column 9? It must be here. That eliminates 1 here, so this must be a 1 here. The 7 eliminates 7 here. And the 5, 9 pair eliminates 5 and 9 in the rest of row 9. So this can't be 7 or 9, so this is 4. Which means this can't be 4. This 8 eliminates 8 here. The rest of row 9 is 3 and 8. Okay, so 4 is consecutive with neither. We can't have 3 or 5 here because of the 1, 5 pair here. So this cannot be, if this is 1, this can't be 4. This can never be, if this is 4, can't be 1, it's 5, and this has to be 9. If this is 7, it could be 1, this can't be 6, but it could be 8. And it could be 7, 5, and 2 here. So this can't be 4. Okay. This has to be 4 or 6 in the rest of column 6, and this can't be 6 because of the 6 in the row. So this is 4, that's 6. We have 2 and 3 left in column 5. So that's fine. This 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of row 3. In the rest of row 2, we have 2, 3, 8, and 9 as possibilities. This can't be 4, 5. In the rest of row 3, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 as possibilities. In the rest of row 7, we have 4, 5, 7, 9 as possibilities. In the rest of row 8, we have 5, 6, 7, 9 as possibilities. Okay. This has a difference of 1 here, so this must be 4. Because it can't 8 and 9 is not a difference of 1 between them. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the box. This can't be 4, so it's 7. This can't be 4 or 7, so it's 2. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 2, which means this can't be 2, that's 4. This can't be 2 or 4. This can't be 2. This can't be 4. Where's the 4 in row 7? It has to be here. So this is 4. This can't be 7. 7 can no longer be 5 away from 2. So this can't be a 5. This is 1, which makes that 5. This must be an 8 to be 1 away from 7. This must be 9 then. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 8, which means none of these can be 8. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 6 and 1. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 5. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4. So this can't be 4 here. These can't be 5. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 3, which makes that 8. 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the column. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 9, which makes this 7, which makes that 6. 9 eliminates 9 in the column, so it's 2. This is 5. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3 and 2. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 9, and that must be 3. This 5 and 9 eliminate 5 and 9 here, so it's 7. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 9 and 3. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 9, which makes this 5, which makes that 9, which makes that 5 in the corner. And that's the solution. Yeah, I would not consider this easy. Well, the logic behind it is easy, but you have to go through a lot of bifurcations to do that. Maybe not as many as I did, but that's still a decent amount you have to go through. And that's a lot to go through for just an easy puzzle. Interesting idea with the Kropki stones. It feels a little limited, though, because there's only certain digits that can be placed in these Kropki stones, right? And only 2 for the Kropki stones that have 4 cells around it that must adhere to that situation. So I don't know how much we'll see this puzzle type, this rule set in the future, but who knows? Maybe someone will surprise us. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.